Another keepsake, perhaps. The file. For the family. The warrior sigil. I was beginning to think this one would never show his face. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
A fellow student of death, to have confronted monstrous Typhon with such zeal. My kin insisted that I act upon the violence spiraling out of control, and I do wish to see your prowess, so here, a first of many contributions to the cause.
The will to fight. Go, Tila. And caught. It's a zeal. Can't quite see the docks from here.
Size of the bloody monster been clambering up our mountainside, would you? I haven't, thankfully, but hearing that he's pretty big in size. Typhon himself. I scarce can keep a steady hand with him about.
Adequate.
Him again. You blasted gods and goddesses are all Prepare.
There's my target. Up there. Good.
Well, that's that. Ha! You make it to the mountaintop as yet? In case you haven't, nothing good awaits you there. Or so I hear.
What do you mean, Typhon? I'm surprised the Olympians don't have you helping out with him, instead of bashing a bunch of weaklings far from where the real danger is.
The Olympians won't abide some half-god stealing their glory. I get the drudgery, not the important work. Thank the fates that you get some. I was never here.
Show me the surroundings. Shades, I release you. The skull gleams anew. Where next? On her. Lord Ares. Olympus, I accept this message. For the battle to come. call upon the moon and draw you down.
That foolish Titan. He has awakened Typhon, the most terrible monstrosity that ever lived. I still bear my scars from when we first clashed very long ago. Together, we did vanquish him before. We shall... Time can be controlled.
Olympus, I accept this message. Delivery.
Good news is we can now be sure what Gramps had planned for us, but bad news is it's Typhon and he's big. But my pop stopped him once, so how hard could it be?
Finished here. Just a small sip.
Let's see.
The riverboat may no longer ferry souls into the underworld, but has become quite valuable to the ongoing war effort.
The summit of Olympus, finally. They're fighting back against Typhon himself. Perhaps you... He's quite enormous, yes. Coinage.
Step right up.
You said nobody took your eye before, as well as your sheep. How did you lose them then?
Nobody played a dirty trick on me as Al. Plus the sailors thought they could get away with my sheep. So I ate a couple of them. The sailors, that is. But nobody.
And you've sought vengeance on this nobody ever since?
Oh, not me personally. Someday somebody's gonna get nobody for... You gotta meet some of the guys.
All tired out.
If once this was a pasture in which livestock grazed and roamed, now little evidence of this remains.
Polyphemus should be tending to this place. There. The sash. Moving on. Such a strange and awful fleet that Kronos has. Transfer now. More boozes. exit gateway activated. This way. Charybdis? Away for now.
In all my rank, I never thought Kronos completely mad. But what else could have driven him to use the father of all monsters as a weapon? Typhon heeds no master. The destruction of Olympus shall not sate his appetites.
Thunderous power. A bit of solid ground.
Bit of charcoal, rabbit foot, splintered wood
Always use
with
more.
fire soot. Onyx crystal, python scale, morning dew and fingernail. Bit of toadstool,
Evening, little pigs.
claw of cat. Heat it, stir it, that is that.
Behold that ancient isle on which a great enchantress plies her trade. Amid such flora.
It feels so safe and peaceful here.
Welcome. So what is even happening there at the Mountain of the Gods? Some nights, great plumes of flame appear on the horizon and storm clouds.
The source of these phenomena is a two-pronged assault on Mount Olympus. The Titan Prometheus and his raiders, and the monster Typhon himself.
Good heavens, you mean face them all, Poppet? Although perchance the perils you confront beneath the earth are even worse. Let me protect you then as best... How you've grown.
Did it work? Some assistance, please. Victory.
A rescue from the rift. Farewell.
End of the line. In the name of Hades. Moonlight, guide us. To the shore.
Hey, babe. Whoa, Trouble, you're huge! Like you and Nemi had a child, which, come to think of it, is just about the worst thing I've ever imagined. And I've imagined...
Then imagine what I'm about to do to you in this form, courtesy of Circe the Enchantress. Had you not been so delinquent, you could have learned from her yourself.
Learn to become a freak, you mean? That's the difference between you and me. You need somebody to teach you everything. Well... I'm here, babe. Double damage. One good shot. Spread fire. Here it comes. Oh, yeah.
Stay out of this, Moon.
One last gasp. Oh, why does this always happen to me?
A golden apple. All All set? Cold up here. That's not your property. Sappers.
Follow my light.
All clear. Could use this right now. What's for delivery?
Right up.
Out of my sight. Hear me, on my authority. Look out below. Can't right now.
The Battle of Olympus hangs in the balance as the mountain's mechanical protectors and the Titan's forces continue to collide.
All the world shivers. Thought these only grew below. Auto seekers. Couldn't do it.
You called?
In the name of Hades. There's something. Go on, Tula. Caught out. Look what we got, Tula. Moon monument right over there. Thank you, Selene.
Manifest your desire.
One with Selene.
Filthy creatures.
Lady Athena, while we have a moment, I wish to offer you this nectar as a token of my gratitude. If I'd only known that we would meet here, perhaps I'd have arrived.
Nonsense, for I'm certain that you made your journey here as quickly as you could. Well, I of course accept your offering, though she'll be saving it for when our victory's achieved. This, however, you may be able to use sooner.
You honor me with such a gift, Goddess. You honor me, my lady.
You've seen what plagues us at the summit, haven't you? The source of all the tremors. Almost as though the mountain itself quakes with fear. We need a plan.
The gods have stood against Typhon before. Wasn't it a well-placed thunderbolt from Zeus that did it?
Tales of valor and deeds of valor are not always one and the same. Then let us lure this Typhon toward the summit, where our strength combined with yours is the best opportunity we have. And please, take care. Behold! Then make haste. Now I must go.
Greater might. I have this. One more chamber. Looking forward to this.
Special delivery.
Did Hermes leave me this? Superior might.
I thought you might show up. I'm but a Titan and unarmed. Should you get past me, however, I know that you know you're certainly...
Perhaps you simply know less than you think. And now you're going to call me arrogant or something, I suppose.
I would have, yes. But since you've foreseen that outcome, it shall not come to pass. Well, if you truly think you can withstand that monstrosity,
Need shells.
leave this place.
Visions of flame.
Feel good. Very clever. I do not fight Let's see once again evade these flames. Flame. Eluded all of that.
Not finished.
My strength has failed me repeatedly, but it always comes back. This too shall pass.
Enough of his foresight. Got it. Clean.
Something to procure.
Beyond the fires on the heights of Mount Olympus lies the solitary pathway to the summit, on which stands a fortress stronger than the mightiest of gods and titans both.
And past that, the Palace of Zeus. What happened here? The father of all monsters, the bringer of storms. to appear well fed. Stay in the ground next time. Better. Let me help you. See you in the crossroads. The limits of my light. Found me. No shells. What's Hermes offering this eve? Thank the fates. A few more floors.
drove it back.
Tula, catch. Come on out. It's a storm gullet.
One of the serpentine tails of Typhon, lord and father of all monster kind, slashed through floor after floor of the fortress behind which the Olympians take shelter from.
He'll tear this fortress apart.
Hey, hey! Can't shake the feeling that I failed you here. I was supposed to figure out what Gramps was up to, but I wasn't quick enough. So now you're fighting Typhon face to face.
Lord Hermes, we'll have to go through everything that could have turned out differently once all of this is over. But for now, our present matters seem more urgent than the past.
I know, you're right. It's just I'm starting to accept that all of this is what Gramps wanted to achieve. First capture the three fates so they can't mess with him, then wake up Typhon so he can mess with us. Then take over everything.
You didn't know all the details, but long since figured out Kronos was up to something big. Had you not acted swiftly then, I wouldn't be here now. We wouldn't have this chance.
I prefer guarantees to chances, Em, but hey, you're right. We do the best we can with what we've got. See you.
See you. I'm not some common thief.
Typhon's going to tear that mountain to the ground, unless...
So, how's it going on Olympus recently? Or wherever you were last night? See anything good up there besides the snow? Not sure how come I know about snow.
I made it all the way to the summit, where I confronted the ancient monster called Typhon. It said that all of the monsters can be traced directly to him, but he's by far the biggest and the worst I've ever seen.
Mel, I'm the one who's supposed to scare you, not the other way around. So, did you beat this guy or what?
Not quite, but I intend to.
Well, let me know if I can help.
Hello.
The prophecy concerning Typhon's reawakening. What made you think it would never come to pass? I thought the weavings of your sisters were always certain to come true.
The fates are not always straightforward. Their prophecies are represented visually, not written in detail. At least the major ones. I thought my interpretation of Typhon's return was likely misguided.
So the Fates wove the image of some terrible monstrosity climbing Olympus, and the gods all desperately trying to fight back, and you thought it meant what?
Well, it wasn't that exactly, though I didn't take it quite as literally as I should have in hindsight. I thought it prophesied that the Olympians would have to stand against some sort of existential threat.
Well, you weren't wrong.
What's the matter?
Is this what you want, Eris? To have our aimless clashes, only then to sneer at one another here again and again? Such a worthy cause.
Who are you to say what makes a worthy cause? 'Cause yeah, I happen to be quite alright with everything. It's genuinely been a real blast.
You're unbelievable.
Thanks, Trouble.
Cheers, Mixer. Will this truly come to pass?
Ah, you're here. Tis a wonder that your mountain relatives are still able to be of benefit to you whilst having Typhon at their gates. Do they have any sort of strategy to stop him, do you know?
They're working together to drive him back, along with the Titan's legions. But if they have a greater plan to put an end to the assault, they've not yet let on.
Let us assume, then, that they've no such plan. However, I'm beginning to think that the father of all monsters may yet figure into ours. Collect what samples that you can from him.
I shall, Headmistress.
The good witch has been quite concerned about your confrontations with Typhon. Reckon you never trained to take opponents of that size.
Oh, I trained just last night. Typhon is immensely strong and large enough to blot out the light of the moon, but evidently not invincible. They say Lord Zeus defeated him before.
They say a lot of things, Goddess. I'm far more interested in your account. If it's your instinct that this monster can be stopped, your word is good enough for me. Though I would also love to see some proof, of course.
Of course. Nemesis on break, I guess. Tonight's catch. This one. Hail, Shades. Pleasant dreams. Ready to come out? The snake reed.
A new crop.
Hold on, Father. just breathe. Wisdom of the past.
Always up for some slicing.
You are bound to me, and I am your bearer.
Oh, something's up.
Should keep me company.
May we converse? Mind telling all these shades that no, the father of all monsters isn't back? Because they're so caught up with this outrageous rumor, they don't buy it when I tell them.
Commander, the thing is, I confronted Typhon himself just last night. While Kronos schemes from the underworld, that monstrosity attacks Olympus.
I knew all that. It's just, I was just checking to see if my disciples had the nerve to stand up for that which they truly believed. And they did. Nice going, everyone.
So you knew of Typhon's return?
Yeah.
You were all the way up at the summit, weren't you? Kronos on my father's throne far below. Typhon threatening Olympus far above. No way of knowing how much life force Typhon has. Just have to slay him anyway. I'll keep this in mind. Askion Kataski. So mote it be.
At the threshold to the world beyond the crossroads, the altar of ashes thrums with ancient power, boundless as that of...
A power within us all. More to be done up here.
Sorry about all my automatons up here. Heard you ran afoul of the lot. Tested them every which way, but not in this particular scenario. If they give you any trouble, scrap them. It'll be...
Looks almost peaceful from afar.
Monstrosity you can imagine. Kronos up and decided to wake him from his deathly slumber and pointed him towards us. So what if we cannot die? Things can still be very bad for us.
Now. Something's different this time. Pylon destroyed. Queen Hera, out of all the matters you could be attending to, you've chosen to aid me. I am honored and would honor you in kind.
Is there a wedding date that I should know about, or are you merely being generous with me? In any case, when I'm offered to, there's always a catch, so here.
You truly needn't have, Your Majesty. Olympus, I accept this message. Excellent. Clear. Another pylon. easy now. The mighty Moonstone Axe. A centaur heart. The Earth's bounty. They're trying to slow me down. Hear me, on my authority. What else is here?
Threat than I could have imagined, my kin. How envious I felt, hearing the tales of our elders fending off the father of all monsters. But now we all are witness to his wild...
You look like you've a taste for blood. Come get your filth. Stand clear. God, watch this! Hades.
Your relatives on Mount Olympus all are well aware of me, of course. In most respects, I now can aid you openly, and even they themselves may grant you greater strength using my light. Let them believe that strength is theirs alone.
Thank you, Selene.
wolf howl.
Have you had any run-ins with the Titan Prometheus while on Olympus recently? He seems to be the one leading the assault forces besieging your family's home.
Is he now? That's rich. Wasn't he supposed to be tied up on some mountain someplace else, getting picked?
How do you not know he's free? You should be hunting him, not this fodder. Who's setting your objectives?
My orders come directly from the King and Queen. If you've any concerns with how I'm carrying out my work, just go complain to them. Go on, witch.
Time to go. Might as well take a sip.
Look to my light nearby.
See that one, Tula? It's over. You did it, Tula.
How shameful that we now resort to common subterfuge. Having our correspondence smuggled to and fro by the erstwhile boatmen of the dead.
Lord Hermes at the summit of Olympus, making preparations against Typhon with the rest. Have you been able to cross paths with him? So, not for very long. Polyphemus!
Don't even try and sneak by. What, you think you were gonna catch me napping here?
It might. If you keep blocking my path, you'll get another thrashing, and you'll be sound asleep again in no time. That what you want?
Oh, got a dilemma on my hands. I'm always sleepy, yeah. But I'm always hungry, too.
Well, set.
Across a foul-smelling hovel, crudely furnished with assorted fixtures of exaggerated proportion, and strewn with remains both fresh and long decayed, comes a waft of seaborne air.
I smell mostly the decay. Moss. Come on, Tula. Just a little night sea journey. What's to fear? Take me away. Ship's helm.
New.
Nicely done. You can fly wherever you want now, but I'm glad you didn't go so far I couldn't catch up. Here, in light of your godlike wings, a little gift.
Oh, come on. Just because I've been flying around near Olympus doesn't mean I get to feast like I'm from there. But maybe with your permission, hey? You know what? I've got something for you too.
Is this one of your inventions? Amazing. Thank you.
There's some catastrophic storm brewing at the top of Olympus. Can't get anywhere near it. What's happening up there?
That storm conceals the real threat. Kronos awakened the father of all monsters and set him loose. These forces we're fighting, they're just a stalling tactic and a feint.
You're saying that's bloody Typhon? Oh, God. Since I was young, I prayed to all of you for safety and good fortune from my tower. Now it's you yourselves who'd better pray.
No, we're going to destroy that thing. I don't yet know all that requires, though prayer most likely won't be necessary.
Well, then I'll pray just in case. Figure it couldn't hurt.
Just please be careful, Melly. And before you go, take one of these. My latest work. You're all set.
Thanks.
Bye for now.
Careful out there. Back from the depths, I see. Don't get in my way. Olympus, I accept this message. My friend. We'll go around.
Little seeds and bigger fronds, stones from rivers, moss from ponds. Golden petals, spider silk, flower pollen, cattle milk. Pinch of sugar, sap of oak, stand aside and let it soak. Oh, hello!
The sweet and pungent aromas emanating from the cauldron of the witch enchantress Circe suggest the depth of her ability, whether as a practitioner of ancient arts or as a cook.
I can breathe freely here.
So you have seen the great monstrosity with your own eyes, have you, Poppet? Typhon, I mean, of course. Oft have I wondered about his deep connection to the natural world.
And what connection would that be? He's a monster, just as you said. A thing that does not belong in our world.
Yet there he is, where you'll be going soon. Who only knows the limits of our world and that which it contains? Veritably, not you or I, Poppet. All that is here belongs, is what I say. Then you shall have it.
Evening, little pigs.
They're enchanted.
Now for the captain's wheel. Very well. Solid ground ahead. In the name of Hades. These always come in handy.
From the heavens themselves. Your path has led to Hephaestus.
Oh, it's you! You're tougher than you look. I'll give you that trouble. And I'll give you something else for what you did to me last time.
The outcome of our prior meeting was the direct result of your provocation and hostility. Tonight may go even worse.
Wait, you're telling me our choices have consequences? Come on, don't be so gullible. Empty again? Oh, this piece of junk!
This is going to be a blast.
Now watch this.
Watch this, Witchy.
tucked away. Now then.
Stand on ceremony whilst our entire way of life is under threat. Yet surely my dear son Hephaestus here need not be so uncouth at every opportunity.
Not like you ever taught me proper manners, Mum. Fortunately, I did learn a couple things, even without having a role model like you or Dad around to set me straight. Just watch. And Witchy too.
Our bond renewed.
It's platinum, Witchy.
Damn it.
Look at what I found.
good here. There it is. It'll be all right. There.
To our abode.
Must be the mountain pass my incantation helped me find. I can use this.
An alcove unafflicted by the toil on the otherwise besieged Olympus Heights invites the princess of the underworld to...
Can't rest here, not for long. That's good.
Reforge.
You dare?
This is over. At last.
It's her.
Thank the fates that you eluded Typhon's fury, and you created enough of a diversion that we were able to fortify our defenses and keep that monstrosity at bay for now.
But he'll be back. Have you discovered any weaknesses of note? I'd rather do more than distract him.
A being of that size will not have many weaknesses, although no creature likes to be jabbed in the eyes, and Typhon has a great many of them, for better or worse. And if we muster all our powers, perhaps we can drive him back. Excellent. The enemy awaits.
By my father's name. Not now. Now then.
Sparks are gonna fly!
Need to recharge.
Let's flatten them, Witchy!
It's rather heavy still.
Something of value there.
You're not Lord Charon. No escape. Wow, a Star Sailor. Olympus, I accept this message. Prometheus.
It may have taken all your godly relatives, but they were able to resist the monster Typhon's wrath, despite the blunders that you made. Yet now you hurry back.
I realize this must be complicated for you, as someone whose loyalties are mostly to an eagle, but I am not about to let that thing destroy everything my family built.
You ought to choose your loyalties with greater care, not let them be decided by birthright. Well then, come on. You have a summit and a family to protect. I shall feast on you. Here's armor for you.
Saw that coming. For me.
The storm which now engulfs the summit of Olympus may appear to have been wrought by gods in their defense, but its monstrosity belies a far more sinister nature.
Typhon. Typhon brought this storm upon the gods. Shelter from the storm.
Sparks are gonna
Enough of this. Here he comes.
Yeah, fresh from me forge.
Dropping off. Delivery arrived. Closer to the top. You don't know who you're dealing with.
Here's armor for you.
I can't. Now this fortress is your grave. In the name of Hades. The sacred bond. Tula, be my guest. Cart out. Ooh, a lamprey.
This is gonna be a blast.
There he is.
What's this, witchy?
Another fang.
Let's fly, witchy.
this is all one being. All right.
The enemies of all-seeing Typhon cannot possibly escape his rancor, for his eyes are everywhere upon him, red with rage, and searching endlessly, piercing the very soul.
I'll be the last thing he sees. Nearly there now. Lord Hermes.
Don't fret too much about Pop's palace up there, Em. Old Typhon's big and strong and all, but he can't crush what he can't see. Well, not as easily as if he could see it.
That's not entirely assuring. So, Lord Uncle Zeus and the rest have concealed the seat of power, leaving Typhon to direct his fury at this fortress.
Yep, more or less. They figured that if we have to take on Typhon, and we do, this is the perfect spot. After all, it's a long way down from the summit. A quick way down, mind.
Hear me, on my authority. War rages. I see. Hiding your light force?
What's this, witchy?
I'll know how much you had when you lie dead.
Fresh from me forge.
God grant me strength. So this is how monsters are made. Monster. I'd best get back up to Olympus before Typhon gets his way.
You're back.
The prophecy of Typhon's return, was your interpretation that the gods were going to prevail or not? Or was there any detail you recall that we might use to our advantage?
Well, there was lightning, which I took to represent Zeus. The earth seemed to shake, recalling Poseidon, and a red spear reminiscent of your father's, piercing the storm. But even these specifics don't seem to pertain to the matter at hand.
No, I suppose not.
What are you looking at? Got me fair and square again, Trouble. More than a couple times. Starting to think maybe I'm losing it, you know?
Oh, you poor thing. Please, let me cheer you up so you'll proceed to fight against me even harder than before.
You mock me when I'm vulnerable. Fine. But don't expect to cry on this shoulder when things take a turn for the worse when it comes to your stuff. Out of my face.
The rivers overflowed back there. Eris. And you as well, boatman. What do I need? One, please. Some moon dust. Welcome to the crossroads, Shade. Eris stands against us. Just as I neared my destination on the surface, she was there. Let the adamant rail do much of the talking.
Imagine my surprise. So what to do? Can't kick her out since all children of Nyx are welcome here. Whose ever bright idea that was. Maybe give her some more second chances?
You've made your point.
How was the surface? Still warm and welcoming, I reckon. You're to be commended for even setting foot up there.
It was dreadful. The city of Aphira is completely overrun, and there's a blind Cyclops making sure no one gets out.
Well, that all sounds entirely unfortunate. That blind Cyclops must be Polyphemus. My crew and I once had a bad run-in with him. He's still going on about eating people.
He is.
Oh.
Moonlight guide you. Odysseus and I... Long has one of us been certain you would find your way to Mount Olympus and direct your efforts there. The other was certain you'd do no such thing.
Before you even ask, there's absolutely no way you're making me guess which one of you was which in that particular disagreement, Headmistress.
I always said how you achieve the task is up to you. It's not for me to guide your every step. Then was it worth it? Climbing to those heights?
Entirely. And I intend to go again.
May your intent be true.
I don't suppose I could persuade you to come join me at the taverna for a bottle of ambrosia, could I, headmistress?
No, I don't suppose you can, not now. I shan't darken the mood there amongst the shades require.
They're missing out, I'm sure. You're welcome here and safe. Up you go.
Garlic there?
Take all the time you need. Not a care in the world. Rest well. Take care, Father. Interesting. Reveal within my book of shadows greater knowledge that I seek.
Felt your words.
I understand. So that's it. I see it now. A new detail. Noted. Synth. the file.
Some of you made it from the surface, huh?
Commander, how am I to overcome a foe whose life force is completely undetectable? Typhon, the bringer of storms, conceals his strength from me, but it must have its limits.
You know, young one, most of us can't sense another's life force quite like you. We just hit each other till somebody ends up dead. Maybe there's signs, like cuts and bruises and whatnot.
He's not impervious. The gods have vanquished him before using sheer force.
Just let him have it. Works with everybody else.
Hey, I remember you. Below the path to Tartarus. Above the way to Olympus. Appreciate the deal.
The depth of your understanding has no end. Divinity. Judgment. The Eye of Night.